wherever you go, whatever they get into. From chill time to everyday adventures, protect your dog from parasites with Credelio Quattro. For full safety information, side effects, and warnings, visit CredelioQuattroLabel.com. Consult your vet or call 1-888-545-5973. Ask your vet for Credelio Quattro and visit QuattroDog.com.
You got the hat!
What is it?
Yay, sports.
Yay, sports. Yeah, I also have this hat. Hang on, let me go get it. Arthur and I can match.
Also, there was somebody in our, I think it was Ryan in our Patreon, said made a trip to Aldi specifically to grab one of these.
Okay, that's where I saw it before.
They got the Yay Sports hat, yes.
Yeah.
So we have 3.
Oh my God.
You have to see if my local Aldi has it.
Do we have Aldi?
I was able to find it at the first Aldi I tried, so I assume it's fairly widespread. There's 4 different hats. I forget what they were, but I remember there was one that was just like 3 of them were kind of football coded. I guess this one is kind of neutrally just sports coded, but the other 2 were pretty explicitly football coded. I want to say one of them said like touchdown. I forget what the other one did. And then there was a pink one, which was specifically just kind of general fall.
So I'm looking at them right now. There's Yay Sports. There's a gray one that says Game Day. A pink one that says a pink one that says Weekend in white, and then one that says Touchdown in the very lady colors.
Yeah. So the weekend, you're muted. You muted yourself to go get your hat.
Fine.
I like the weekend one being pink. As like, okay, this is gonna be the woman coded one, the one that's the least sports.
Yeah. Because obviously the Yay Sports hat is the superior hat. I will say, for those of you that have long hair, the other thing that is in the Aldi random shit aisle this week that I almost asked Obnoxiously Pit Boyfriend to buy for me and did not is a football claw clip. There is a claw clip that has little footballs on it.
Bridget's face. Bridget literally did the meme face pointing at the store.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the television.
Like, my hair doesn't hold claw clips, but I want it.
Oh, man. See, I feel like... Remember, I forget what company it was because I'm not up on fashion. Do you remember the company we talked about a few weeks ago that dropped, like, a college football line?
Anthropology.
Anthropology, yes.
Yeah, they had a similar kind of vibe for one of their hats where it was... I forget the exact hat, but it was sort of the thing where it was like, yeah, like... I don't think anyone wants to buy that specific hat from Anthropology. I think Aldi is way better for this generic sports hat.
Target also has a line of stuff that I've seen that's also very generic, like a hat that just says Game Day. Or like Game Day Social Club. Like, no.
Do we need to make one for our store? Just like say something like that?
I feel like Aldi's done the work for us of Yay Sports.
Okay.
I don't know about Yay Sports, but I think we can put it on the back burner and see if anything pops into our heads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
A shirt that just says athletics. And we won't get sued by a baseball team because they don't have a city, so they don't have an address to sue us from.
Is that how that works?
Yes, totally.
Are they the soft sits of baseball?
Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of September 9th, 2025. It is week 3 time. We are here to preview Hate Week.
Oh.
It's Hate Week.
So much.
I've already seen an animation of a plane crashing into the Cathedral of Learning.
Oh, not again.
I'm going to
Beth
be honest.
Isn't here for safety reasons.
I had to think for a second of like, wait, what game is Hate Week for? Because I just assume it's like when you say Hate Week, I just assume it's the last week of the season. Because when
yes, but this is it, we as Pitt fans observe movable Hate Week, and this week is Hate Week.
It's Hate Week, baby. Bar the doors, batten down the hatches. It's Richmond at North Carolina.
Woo!
A movable feast, but make it sports.
You guys hear me? My mic
Yes.
just went off. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I accidentally unplugged my mic.
Fantastic.
We have an echo.
We do have an echo.
Is it me?
Probably.
Probably you if
Probably.
you unplugged your mic.
I think it stopped.
Yeah,
did
I
stop.
think
Is it me?
Probably. Well,
Test, test, 1, 2,
Jordan,
3.
can you talk?
Test 1 2 3. Hello, hello. Test 1 2 3. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yes,
think we're
you're
good.
good now. See, this is why we have cold opens.
Like check 1 2 1 2. Yeah.
To
So we
get
can
through
do
this.
all the important stuff in the middle of the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is week 3. We are here to celebrate some things before we get into hate week. First off, Commish, happy 8th anniversary.
Happy 8th anniversary to you.
What is
Sorry?
the 8th anniversary of?
Oh, the best play in haterdom for ULM hating on Louisiana Tech. It is glorious 3rd and 93.
I can't believe this was 8 years ago. How was this 8 years ago?
I can't believe Mississippi State played at Louisiana Tech, and every time I watch this video, I'm like, oh yeah, that was at Louisiana Tech. What
Yeah,
happened
it
there?
was.
Joey, were
That's
you
right.
even a conscious human being 8 years ago?
I was like 2.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Like, I love this one for so much. That like everything. So, I mean, latex. Inside. The 5. Let's just say around the 5-yard line of Mississippi State. But the fun part of this is that La Tech is down 57-14. So like this game's not close whatsoever. And so they're trying to get like a fourth quarter touchdown, and the snap goes awry, and just a comedy of errors. Nobody can get the snap. I think the one where I really, really lose it is when the cornerback comes in trying to get it, and then he kicks it harder than like an onside kick.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes like 30 yards back, like really, really suddenly. But yeah, 3rd and 93 is kind of just a glorious play that, we all the haters of, any school that's not Louisiana Tech can laugh at that one, and we point and laugh at Louisiana Tech inside Louisiana. So the Cajuns love this day. I think there was a La Tech fan in our mentions when I was like 3rd and 93 mentioned. There was a La Tech fan in our mentions like, my birthday has been cursed with this play. And I was like, no. And it's like, I hate this. And I'm like, okay. I'm enjoying it a little bit. So happy anniversary.
What I forgot to do was actually introduce everyone.
Why did you remember to do that?
I'm usually
3rd and
I've
93
been way about
You've been much better about that lately.
3rd and 93 is more important than us.
We introduced our 6th member of the podcast, 3rd 93.
That's right.
As always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have Commish, Pitt Girl, special guests, Big Sky Brigit, Canadian Joey, and Arthur on the 1s and 2s. Brigit, how are you?
I'm good. I made it here. It's been a very weird year. As I think about it, I'm like, well, week, month, year. No, it's fine. It's the thick of photo season, so I'm perpetually behind on everything. I am the echo. Echo.
The echo appeared for a second.
It did. I'm okay. Apparently, the hate has decided to curse me tonight, so that's
There's a
fun.
ghost in the podcast.
Anyway, PSA: if you're planning on getting photos for whatever reason for the fall or the winter, if you're a holiday card person, do it now. Be kind to your photographers.
Joey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Listen, 13 hours and a half on stream. It took a toll. I mentioned this on my Blue Sky, but I swear to God, this is true. I went to bed an hour later, and every time I closed my eyes, I saw Bryant Denny Stadium. And every now and then, my thumb would twitch as if I was hitting the juke stick.
Mm-hmm.
It took 20 tries, but we finally beat Alabama with ULM. It started off really bad. However, I would like to point out that the worst it ever got was 55-0. So I did better than Brian Vincent.
I thought I saw 59-0.
Maybe 59.
Okay.
That is also still better than Brian.
Still better.
Vincent.
16,
Technically, yeah, still better.
2
Forgive
touchdowns
me,
better.
It was a bit of a blur. I remember when it happened, it was the one time where I wish I had a camera on me, because I was so shocked it was actually happening. I didn't say anything.
Mhm.
I just had my jaw dropped the whole time. So it's just, I pick off Simpson for the final, like, the clincher. Even though they have 3 timeouts left, I get it back to the 4, and there's silence for like a minute, and then I go, we can't celebrate yet. They still got time. There's like 30 seconds left. They still got time. And then finally, I run it in with like the fullback with 3 seconds left, and I just yell, "Oh my God!" And that was how the stream ended. Operation Infinite Hawk was a success.
Pitt Girl, how are you?
So normally I would say it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Today, The Onion reposted a very good article of theirs from 2007 where the headline just says, "It only Tuesday." Gentle listener, it only Tuesday.
Yeah, I have that saved on my phone for a reason.
I will not elaborate, but no.
They have a shirt that says "It only Tuesday."
It only Tuesday.
It only Tuesday. That's also how I feel, Pitt Girl.
I thought you were going to talk about the cycling socks article that's been going around that came out many years ago.
Oh my God, that one was wild.
Oh, I have not even read that one yet.
Read the cycling socks one, because
Okay.
it takes a turn at the end. Oh my God.
That's why I haven't read it yet. I'm like, I don't know if I'm mentally ready for this article.
It's like, okay, like, all right.
Man, I saw one today. The Onion, they have these posts from. They did a book a while back called Our Dumb Century,
I love
where
that
they
book. I
went
have
back and did like fake historical news.
it.
And the one that they posted on Blue Sky today was Huey Long assassinated Cajun style. It's just a bunch of like Louisiana stereotypes about.
They hit him with an airboat and then put him in the gumbo. That's how you hide the evidence.
How you do?
Low and slow.
Mhm.
Mish, how are you?
Oh, good. My kiddo started flag football for the first time today, and so I just want to say that he is the most diminutive one out there because he's the youngest one on the team. But shaking and baking, nobody can get his flags. I'm gonna have to say that he's a Darren Sproles type already. So
It's good. That's how I used to play football. They can't get you if they can't reach you.
That's
God
true.
damn, we got to put a little Commish on skates. He sounds like he could be the hottest hockey prospect out of Louisiana since
again, if I do ever relocate to the Maritimes in Canada, definitely will get him on some skates. He's a big, like when he was growing up, like we had the San Antonio Rampage here, and we used to go to the games all the time. And he had like a little small net, small hockey sticks. He still has them, and he had alternating. I think when COVID first hit, they put on all the youth jerseys on sale, and I was getting like youth jerseys for like almost every single NHL team for like $4. And so he had just like a rotating bevy of jerseys, which like he could not go to sleep without being in his Penguins jersey. It was crazy, but a lot of fun. He had, man, I think the only jersey that I didn't allow him to get was a Flyers jersey.
Correct.
or a Caps jersey. I was like, no, you can't have either one of those.
Idea. Roller flag football.
Ooh.
I mean, already locked in.
Sounds like a World's Game thing. This needs to be at the World's Game.
I feel like somebody else should have had this thought before me.
Isn't this just like rollerball with flags?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like roller derby, but with flags.
But not exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the movie that ripped off rollerball and couldn't even like get the rights to rollerball, Future Sport.
Oh.
Oh yeah, huh?
Mama Katie is calling you home, Commish.
Yeah,
And
no,
home-
the result
home
that
is
I'm
spelled
getting for roller flag
HEAUXM.
football is for a local high school whose mascot is the Rollers. I think I may have invented a new sport.
I think so. TM.
Yeah.
We need to talk about an illegal punt. Now,
No, there's no punts
all
that are
punts
illegal.
are legal. No punt is
All
illegal.
punts are legal.
No punt is
Here.
illegal.
No punt is illegal here with the Sickos Committee.
This happened in the border war. We missed it, and apparently everyone missed it. So after the first Missouri touchdown, the Tigers were flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. Kansas blocked the extra point attempt, and the ensuing kickoff was illegal. The Big 12 officials allowed a punt to occur on a free kick in violation of Rule 2, Section 16, Article 6 from the NCAA football rules. This Big 12 officiating crew has been removed from its scheduled assignment on Friday.
Which means they were supposed to do like Colgate at Syracuse, Colorado, Houston, sorry, or Kansas State at Arizona.
Oh, Kansas State.
Ooh.
So here's the best part. They asked Eli Drinkowitz, coach at Missouri, why he did this. Quote, just wanted to see if we could. Like asking your parents if you can do something that you probably shouldn't let you do, but sometimes they get it wrong.
Greatest coach of all time. Jesus. Like no one's ever thought of this before. It's like the dog playing basketball. Yeah. Like Eli Drinkowitz will line up a dog at kick returner at some point this season.
So I like this because okay. So when you get when you have like a safety against you, right? Like you kick off from like the 20-yard line, correct?
You can punt or free kick. You can
punt or free kick. So what happened here is him trying this is that after they got the penalty, the unsportsmanlike conduct after that, right? Yes. It backed them up from the 35 to the 20. So by doing that, he was like, hey, this was kind of like a safety that just happened. So he was trying to see if he could sneak that in, and it worked.
This was...
Because it matches the yard lines, right?
Exactly what it was. And
oh my God.
And like I said, they jumped on the officials here. Like they don't usually like ban whole officiating crews from doing this, but apparently they have. What is our theme, Commish, for week 3?
All right. Week 3 theme is what the hell is up with all these weird road trips week? This week does not make any sense whatsoever. Like, why is this team going here? Why is this team playing here? This makes absolutely no sense. Road trip week.
So let's start, listeners, if you're new to this or if you haven't been here before, what we do on these Tuesday episodes, released on Thursday, is that we like to talk about what our game of the week is going to be. We'll talk a little bit about most games, but understand that, if you want to talk about Texas A&M Notre Dame, that's probably going to be someplace else. We're going to talk about other games that more fit our game of the week thing. And Commish dropped these. People have been discussing them in our Discord already, $5 a month with the Patreon. And we've sort of come up with a top couple, and we're going to discuss them first. Let's start with the one that we have listed first right now. Boston College at Standford, 9:30 p.m. Central on the ACC network. That's a 7:30 local kick.
That's that also means it's 10:30 local for BC
Eastern
fans.
For BC fans.
I love this shit.
The ACC network is never on this late. Like paid programming starts at this point. Like the ACC network never has a game this late ever. I don't even think they did it last year on the ACC network this late, even when they had Cal and Stanford. Somebody will probably correct me in a reply to this, like, oh, Syracuse played this time against Cal that late. But no, this is weird stuff, and it's a conference game.
Mm-hmm.
If before we talk about all the other stuff that talks weird, can we talk about straight ball for a sec?
Sure.
Did anyone else watch the Boston College Michigan State game?
Yes. Not all of it, but I watched the end.
So I watched the second half and overtime. Boston College is in an interesting state right now where their offense is cooking. Like they looked pretty good offensively, and their defense keeps tripping on rakes and having anvils fall on their heads. They don't look bad. They look incredibly unlucky. But so that was an interesting factor that is probably going to continue because Stanford, we love you, Tree, has not been good this year.
No.
But Stanford's good for winning one of these when nobody's paying attention. Like
yes.
every year we get to the end of the year and Stanford's 4-8. And we're like, yeah, that makes sense. They felt like 4-8. No, they felt like 0-12. They stole 4 of them.
Well, this is also a very classic, like, everybody's gonna go to bed, and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, Stanford did what?
Yeah, yes, exactly. That was the Eric Aomeyer game a couple years ago where he caught like 70 passes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just this, I think like the ESPN Analytics matchup predictor has Stanford with a 39% chance here, and BC with a 60%.
That's pretty good. That's actually
there's a
pretty good,
chance.
Stanford.
Yeah.
If you had to guess where out of 136 teams in FBS, Stanford sits in terms of total offense.
134.
They were moving the ball a little bit against Hawaii, so I would say 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them at least in the 120s. I feel like they got to be at least better than North Carolina.
I'm going to bet high and say 112.
They are worse than North Carolina. Stanford is 130.
I was pretty close.
They are ahead. They are ahead of Louisiana Tech, Akron, Middle Tennessee, and Ball State.
Yeah.
So
that is not company you want to be in this season.
No, this is not.
Where's Purdue?
Purdue started okay.
Purdue's
well, they haven't played a lot of competitive.
Anybody.
They played an FCS team. They played.
Purdue is 64.
Oh wow! Look at that lofty heights of mid Purdue.
Hello, Beth. How are you?
I'm swell. Beth,
Welcome to the podcast.
the child. Here I am.
Okay, so we have this game as our sort of ACC. There are going to be 4 games on the ACC network this weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
So here's why I'm like not as excited about this game as I would normally be. Right, last season we had these coast to coast conference games, and it was kind of like still a novelty, kind of still the same novelty you get without a conference games. This season, it's starting to set in for me that, we're going to have to be doing this for a while. You know what I mean? Like
at least 10 years, yeah.
The novelty's worn off a little bit, and it's gotten to me to the point now where I'm realizing that this is not going to be novel soon. We're going to be staring down the barrel of these types of games for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
How about a
non-conference
cross-coast matchup?
See, now I'm more in on this.
Okay.
At the same time on ESPN 9:30, Minnesota at Cal. This feels like a 1940s Rose Bowl matchup, but it's never happened. Like this, we've never had this Rose Bowl.
Jordan, I'm sure you meant like ESPN at 9:30, but when you said ESPN 9:30, I was like, wow, there's a lot of ESPNs.
I was thinking it's just on the radio.
Yeah, AM radio only.
ESPN 9:30 a.m.
That would be more likely than it be on ESPN Heavy at 9:30. Like, what the fuck? Minnesota at California?
That is
a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
ESPN 9:30 radio is spiritually correct for a game that's a 1940s Rose Bowl. Yeah. But also, I had to take a second and think about if this was a conference game.
Same.
And I know Cal's in the ACC, and I know Minnesota's in the Big Ten, and yet.
Yeah, this could be a conference game right now.
This is an excellent mascot matchup for us. This is Goldy versus Oski, 2 of our favorites.
Yes.
These are also 2 teams who are spicy in the middle of their conferences.
Mm-hmm.
Both are 2-0.
Both are 2-0. And both feel like they have a chance to take down better teams than they do at some point this season.
Yeah, these are the teams that, like, when we get to week 8 and the playoff predictors start coming up, they're like, and Minnesota has a 17% chance of making the playoff. You're like, what the fuck? When did that happen?
I just want to read some stuff on this game on how, like, even these teams appear to be so far. The matchup predictor has 52.6% Minnesota. Cal is 47.4 to win here. The season leaders, they're both 2-0. The Golden Gophers quarterback, Lindsey, he's got 429 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Sagapulatelli for Cal, 493 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing leader, 161 yards for Minnesota. For Cal, 168 yards. Receiving yards leader, 116 yards for Minnesota. 115 yards for Cal. Sacks leader, Minnesota, 2 sacks. The one for Cal, 1.5 sacks. It's just, this is incredible here.
Vegas has Minnesota by -1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels right.
This is going to be a very...
I mean, I need that sound. Like, it's very close and it could go either way.
If I may, though,
There it is. Coin flip.
I think this is too good of a game to be the Sickos game of the week.
This is true. This game is too good. There is too much juice here.
There's a couple in our top 5 that I'm going to be banging on the trash can about that this should be a contender. Okay. This is not one of them.
This is.
Oh man.
This is conventionally appealing. This is very close to conventionally appealing.
This is hipster ball. This is hipster ball for sure. But
I'm thinking like your normal person is not going to give a crap about Minnesota at Cal.
No, this is a normal person tuning on ESPN and going, "Oh, I've heard of those two schools. Oh, the game's close. I'll watch it." That's not a Sickos game.
Nobody does that at 9:30 p.m.
That's a low.
Nobody's doing that at like 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Okay,
college students.
You are doing that. Yes.
I would do that if I was like pre-gaming and I wanted something on in the background. If I was going to the bars. This is also assuming I'm still in college.
Yeah, I will not be doing it for this particular game because it involves an ACC team. But ordinarily, like this would be something I would throw on in the background while I'm listening to Fullcast After Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you something? 1,000,000%
for me now.
Arthur, when you said that, I thought, when did Minnesota join the ACC?
See, I'm telling you, this feels like a conference game. Why? I don't know.
No, it does. I have to remind myself Cal is not in the Big Ten.
What was that show where they like swapped? Was it Wife Swap where they swapped wives? And it was just it just feels like it was like conference swap. Like Cal is now a Big Ten team and Minnesota's now an ACC team. Mm-hmm. It's conference swap.
Minnesota's that meme of SpongeBob and Rock Bottom looking around like, what the fuck?
Okay, if this is too mainstream, let me get you something a little weirder. How about Mitsu at Nevada?
This is in my top 3, absolutely. I'm super excited for this game because you say, there's a lot of times where in college football you say, how have they never played before? You told me Middle Tennessee and Nevada have never played before. I go, yeah, why would they have?
Okay, this has changed a little bit for me because they just declared a time.
Oh? What time?
I'm going to put this here.
Ooh, that's a Sickos time.
That is a Sickos time. Why? And where are we airing?
I need to see the network.
Mountain West Network app.
You know what this means? This
Nevada
means
Sports
local
Network.
Ads. This means local ads.
For Reno.
Local ads.
Have you guys seen Nevada Sports Network actually released what their intro is going to be for Nevada home games this year? It is extremely local sports energy. It's very, very good.
I just hope that we get to see Nevada's coach upset about the color of his truck.
Mm-hmm. I would like to continue to be warned about not playing in storm drains.
Is that Jeff Choate is the coach for them?
When it comes to the PSAs, if it's like anything state level, the PSAs will probably be the same because it's going to be the same state departments there.
This one,
yes, it is Jeff Choate. Yes,
these are two teams.
The former MSU coach. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
These are two teams in the bottom 115 of the Massey Composite.
Mm-hmm.
Nevada is predicted to be is statistically the better team here because they have not gotten their asses handed to them by an FCS team. But this feels more like a sort of mainstream thing. Now, the question is, will you be able to watch this on your TV? Because we found out that Hawaii games on the Mountain West Network app.
Well, just this one. Hopefully that changes. They said just for that one.
So
okay.
I did some digging on why that is, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost certain that it's because remember, like right before the game, they announced that games are going to go Hawaii games are going to go over the air in California.
Yes,
I think that has to do with it. I think that was part of the deal they signed where mainlanders couldn't get game on TVs.
So, listeners, if you didn't know, we found this out in real time Saturday night, where the Hawaii games were only available on the Mountain West app on your phone. There was the Mountain West app for your computer or the Mountain West webpage or for your TVs. You could not stream from there. Now, if you had an Apple TV, you could airdrop it or whatever you call it, mirror it. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't cast it from my phone to my
AirPlay. You're looking for it. AirPlay.
But I couldn't cast it to my Fire TV.
Jordan, I am a little surprised that you're upset about this, given that you are the king of picture-in-picture while I'm on Twitter, which I hate. But
Picture
you do
picture
it.
in picture in picture in picture.
I've quad boxed to the picture-in-picture before.
How do you see anything?
You don't.
Are you using my glasses?
Jordan, how close to your face do you hold your phone?
I use a jeweler's loop. I just keep it in my eye.
This is football for ants. Like
Jordan's gonna
actual
be
football for ants.
Jordan's gonna be the host of College Football Red Zone when they finally do it. He's just
Let me
gonna be
tell
like, you have
He's
100,
not going to be able to. He's going to ruin his vision. He's not going to be able to see anything.
100
He's gonna be
games
like,
on
This picture's too big.
on a screen, and he's just gonna look at. Oh, see that pixel there? Yeah, Mitsu just got a safety. Put it up.
Jordan, do you watch college football picture-in-picture when you're wearing your glasses in the shower?
Well, I have done that before.
Oh my god!
Oh,
my
yes,
God,
he's done it.
Jordan.
I have done that
I
before.
almost went to sleep in my glasses last night, and I was like, "Don't be Jordan. Take off your glasses."
Don't be
I don't sleep with my glasses. I'm not weird, okay? I'm not weird.
Jordan, we have previously established that you are in fact weird.
Yeah.
When we finally get in office, we're gonna get a Ted Lasso style banner on the top of the door, and it's gonna say "Don't be Jordan."
There. That goes for a lot of things, honestly.
Can we wait? No. Can it be like the Notre Dame font, but don't be like Jordan today?
And like the mission accomplished banner?
Yes.
Every time you walk in, you just go, "Don't be like Jordan." Bop.
How about Akron at UAB?
This is the
Ooh.
trash can game. This is bang, bang, bang. This is the Sickos game of the year.
Oh,
This is the Dilfzaster versus the Zip. I am so excited.
There's a bullet point here that I would just like to address.
The Akron Zip. The Akron Zip. That's
Yep.
so good.
What's your bullet point,
Go
Bridget?
ahead, Bridget.
The bullet point on the show notes says, "Okay, Akron hasn't scored any points all year."
That's why
Yeah,
they're
that's
the Zip.
that's correct.
The single. Okay, they've been down.
I mean,
What happens
I
if
did-
they continue to be downgraded?
Zip in a row. Zip in
Zip.
a row.
So I wanted to say this. Fox did a graphic that said the last team to score Akron. It just put Akron's logo as like the only FBS team to not score any points all season. And I did
amount
the
of
David
pixels
Caruso
in
meme.
Commish's line right
You
now
know.
is the amount of points they have.
So again, I did. I was like, so you're saying they've scored Zip, and I put the sunglasses meme there. So yeah, I'm well aware of this. Honestly, I didn't think about this before the season. I didn't think about this before the season, but Akron's already bowl ineligible because of their grades.
Yes, they are.
Are
Yep.
they just like mailing in the season because of this?
They're
No,
tanking for the first overall draft pick.
Maybe.
I think they're just that rough this year. I think that they lost a lot in the portal and especially because they knew they were going to be eligible. And this is just. So the plus side, UAB gave up 42 to Alabama State and 38 to Navy, which means that Akron can probably get some points here. I think Akron scores this game, which is great.
I am so incomprehensibly locked in. I would say this game is going to end up 0-0, but I don't think Trent Dilfer's defense could hold
No.
us to 0 points. Us
I just
7.
want to see the matchup. The matchup predictor has UAB 81%, and Akron 19%.
That's so mean.
That is
So-
mean.
So, Akron's leading quarterback, 193 yards passing. UAB 551. Rushing yards, Akron 90, their leader. For UAB 232.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
The receiving yards 198 for UAB and 47 for Akron, and that's the same player for Akron.
You know, it is really interesting when teams that are two different kinds of bad meet each other.
I mean,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. Akron played Wyoming and held them to only 10 points. And that game was 3-0 for like all day.
That's true.
Then they played Nebraska and they couldn't do anything. It was
Matt Rule yelled at them. So
yeah. UAB has played a Navy team that might not be very good. They have not looked especially promising in either of their games.
they only played VMI and UAB. So
Exactly. And they they blew out VMI, but they gave up 38 points to the Navy. I think that's 38 points to UAB. I think that says more about Navy than UAB. And UAB also, the reason that they beat Alabama State is because they got suckered into a shootout with Alabama State, who, if you look at the S&P 766, they're not high.
No.
I want to say one other thing that Akron has zip of this season. They don't have a sack either.
Yeah. So I am the sack leader for the Akron Zips.
We are all tied at 0. Yes, at zip. Sorry.
Can I also mention this is a 7:30 Central kick, a weird ass kick time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on ESPN Plus.
This is an hour and a half after like the evening games kick.
Yeah, this is going to be the aperitif to the true nightcaps.
This is the glue that's going to hold us together between the 6 kicks and the 9:30 kicks.
Yeah. The problem with this game, though, if I may, this is so sicko that it almost is mainstream. You know, like no. This is
my friend. There is nothing mainstream about this.
Here's the thing, if I may, there is like watchability here in that. Let's see what happens. I would argue there is less watchability in the next game, and by less watchability, I mean like only sickos will be watching New Mexico State at Louisiana Tech.
So yeah, next game up, 6:30 p.m. on ESPN Plus, New Mexico State at Louisiana Tech. These two teams were conference mates for a long time, so they have a history here. The history is mostly Louisiana Tech running all over New Mexico State. New Mexico State needs this for their first 3-0 start since 1999, and La Tech kind of needs this win for bowl eligibility.
So there will be New Mexico State fans watching this. There will be Louisiana Tech fans watching this, and I will be watching this.
Joey, were you alive when New Mexico State started 3-0?
Just barely.
Okay.
It's fine.
I want to say this: the matchup predictor is heavily swung toward La Tech, like 78 to 22. This thing gets me. Like if La Tech, basically their coach, lucky to survive last year, from some reports, but they're gonna need this win over New Mexico State to get to that 6-win plateau for a bowl game, and not hope that Marshall has everybody transfer and they get to go get beat by Army in the Independence Bowl again. But yeah, they desperately need this to get to their 6, because their schedule out there, it doesn't look easy. It's not like difficult by any stretch, but they do still have Western Kentucky out there, Wazoo out there. Gonna be nothing easy. So like any win that La Tech can notch is good. Same for New Mexico State. Any win they can notch is good here. So this will be two conference mates fighting hard for a win.
They are in the same conference now. Just a reminder, everyone.
They are, yes.
Again,
until La Tech leaves for the Sun Belt next year.
A game that I'm going to be going to.
Yay!
I'm excited going to my first game this year. I'm going to go to Wazoo at North Texas, 2:30 on ESPNU.
Hell yeah.
This feels like the energy here is great. This feels like it's going to be a banger. Lots of points. This will be my second game at North Texas ever, because I didn't go when I was actually going to school there. But this feels like a lot of fun. I want to shout out to Doug, who is one of their media folks. I sent a request today to go to the game, and I want to read part of I said all my usual stuff is, "Hey Jordan, you and the Sickos are welcome at Daku Stadium as long as I'm working the football here."
Thanks, buddy.
Man. Thanks, bud.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks, Doug.
Got a parking pass too. It's going to be great.
Wow.
Can we talk about Wazoo's social media for this? Because they posted we're going to Denton picture.
Yeah, where does Wazoo think Denton is exactly?
So it is. This might be trolly. I'm going to take this. Might just be a troll, but they have
Wazoo.
So they have an oil derrick. They have a desert with tumbleweeds. Man, Denton is the most suburban place you can go. There's a Buc-ee's down the road. There's they're not windmills, wind turbines everywhere. Not
What is the topography of Denton, since I have never Texased?
Pretty flat. Lightly hilly, but pretty flat.
Like, what is how verdant would you say it is?
Very this time of year, we've had rain, so it's pretty green.
Okay.
It's mean green.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out. It's honestly pretty nice out that
Okay.
way. Like it's not bad. Like for Texas, it's nice. I'm like, oh yeah, there's some things on the horizon that aren't just strip malls. Okay.
I mean, so maybe they just got the direction wrong, right? Like, would this fit more with like West Texas?
Yes, this is more
Not
this
like
is more
West
like
Texas, but like West Texas.
Yeah, more like Odessa.
Can I say that maybe they heard North Texas and they thought they were going up by the Oklahoma Panhandle? Because that's North
like
Texas.
Lubbock.
I mean Lubbock would look more like that. Yes.
That's
So
North
Lubbock is Lubbock further north than Denton?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so it's their fault for being confusing. I mean, this
Sure.
is like a USF situation.
This
here.
is a USF situation.
Also a Western Michigan situation.
Yeah.
Western Michigan is very much Central Michigan.
I'm excited about this game. This game feels a little too normy for my tastes to put it much higher, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to go to this game.
No, pull the big noon Saturday college game day move. Pick the game you're going to.
There you go.
That automatically makes it that way. Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
coming
throw
to
your-
your city.
Throw the dart, then draw the circle.
We're coming to Denton.
Dart and game of the week is Iowa UMass.
We're gonna come see you at TCU Stadium.
Just any game one of us is going to, that's our game of the week. It just so happened
That's-
we went to the
yeah.
biggest games. Wow.
This
I-
is-
Look at
this
that.
is
How'd that
wow.
happen?
Do you
I
know
can't
what?
believe that.
Do you know what DACU stands for? That is
No.
the Denton Area.
Wait, hang
Teachers
on.
Credit
Hang
Union.
on. Let me guess. I want to say there's like a off-road race.
Nope. It is the Denton Area Teachers Credit Union.
My second guess was going to be a planet in Star Wars.
it does sound like a Star
It
Wars
does.
planet.
Like Dantooine.
Yeah. Ray's evil twin is from there. We got
Mhm.
Jakku and Deku. Yeah.
On Thursday, our only Thursday night game, it is ACC Thursday. It's ACC o'clock.
Hell yeah.
And we have NC State at Wake Forest.
And this is actually a conference game. This is not a non-conference conference game.
I love it that it's on Thursday night.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm not going to watch because it's an ACC game, but I love it.
I love that you have these principles, Arthur, and that you stick to
There
them.
is another Thursday night game, but it's a D2 game. It's Fort Valley State versus Clark Atlanta on ESPN.
On
too.
ESPN
But-
too. Like
Oh, hey.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
very
Well,
good.
maybe I'll watch that. No ACC
Yeah.
revenue sharing implications there.
That's right.
Game of the week, Clark Atlanta. We're coming to your city.
Clark Atlanta, Fort Valley State.
I don't even know where Fort Valley State is.
It's the Fort Valley State Wildcats. This
Fort
is
Valley,
like an
Georgia.
angry.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
This is a weird looking Wildcat.
Ugh.
Oh.
On
Oh.
a scale of 1 to the
This-
old cursed Montana State Bobcat, what are we working with?
I'm
A
about to say
squiggly face.
Oh.
Ah.
I
It's
am
weird.
The
As a
surgery was successful,
Oh.
ma'am. You'll never
Oh.
know the difference.
Why does he look like that?
He melted a little bit in the sun.
Yeah, I think he did.
He's making the sound of ah!
He doesn't look that bad. It's just humidity that makes his fur stick out.
But he also has a lazy eye.
I was going to say, to me, it just looks like maybe if Willem Dafoe played a Wildcat.
Wow.
Like if Willem Dafoe was in Cats.
I'm something a Wildcat myself.
This summer, Willem Dafoe is the Wildcat.
on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. the backyard brawl, the last backyard brawl for the foreseeable future.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit of a stretch. Both athletic departments have committed to scheduling it again in the relatively near future. It's just that there's going to be pauses.
It's already on the books in the future.
Yeah.
It's just taking a break. They do have dates scheduled further out. They just don't have one for like the next few seasons.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 2029 and 2030 or something like
I
that.
think that's what it is.
Yeah. So it'll be back. It's not like it's one of these series that is completely on ice, and it certainly took a much longer hiatus initially when both these teams left the Big East. So I'm honestly like, I would like to see the game every year, but I'm not broken up about it ending because I know it's coming back.
Yeah. And I it's okay. Like it's fine. I am okay with this being, because you do want to leave space for other interesting non-conference games. Pitt actually announced this week that they're scheduling a home and home with Ole Miss for next year, which is insane because we are also playing at Wisconsin. And there is some speculation that the Ole Miss game got canceled because Wisconsin is going to try and back out because, like, is the Big Ten going to go to 10 games? And like 10 conference games is patently insane, guys. You are not going to do you can't do anything interesting with your non-con that way. Like
11 conference games.
Yeah. Iowa has to play Iowa State. That leaves them with one game to do anything with.
Look,
that's where you schedule Dakotas.
That is where
what's the name of the conference?
It is the Big Ten.
Yeah, and that's got to stand for. It certainly doesn't stand for the number of teams. They got too many dang teams in there.
It's true.
So now they got to find something new for the 10 to stand for. This is it.
As you sound like a dad in Wisconsin. They got too many ding dang teams in the Big Ten anymore.
They do. They put too many teams in there.
Wait, how did we get to the Big Ten when we talk about the backyard brawl?
I have
yes.
Because
about
Pitt in the Big Ten.
Talking about Pitt scheduling Wisconsin and Wisconsin
Pitt to the Big Ten.
backing out.
Penn State would love that.
As long as they don't take my future Ireland trip away from me.
Ireland.
Ireland.
I am legitimately going to crash out if they cancel the Ireland.
Oh yeah, same. I have this on the books to go with my best friend who's at Wisconsin, and if I can't go, I'm literally going to have a breakdown, and it won't be pretty.
I seriously doubt they canceled out game just because
there's too many moving parts. Yeah,
it's already set. Like you can't. That requires many moving parts.
Yes.
Can we just get a temperature of the room here about the backyard brawl?
Nope.
We didn't ask to take it rectally.
I am.
Look, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my Arch Manning passing face. Okay, that's my temperature.
Who took you to this game? You know how stupid this game is going to be. And the last time we took a pause in this series, we got a very stupid entry in it. Guess what's probably going to happen again this time?
What day is this game again?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's Saturday.
It is Saturday. What number is Saturday, Arthur?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't even really want to watch this, but like, I'm committed to it because it's a Pitt game. So like, I want to help the numbers for the ACC.
Just helping the ACC numbers. That's what you gotta do.
I've like gone out of my way. Like, I don't think this is going to be a pleasant experience. I have gone out of my way to make sure that it's not a pleasant experience by scheduling as many shots as I can for the day before. I am not solid on what I'm going to drink, but I think I'm going to put that plastic flute that I got at the most recent Pitt game. I think I'm going to get a bottle of the blue MD 2020 and just drink that out of the Acrisure Stadium branded flute.
Yeah. I was going to suggest that you drink lighter fluid, and that is pretty close. So it's
yeah,
all good.
like this is not going to be a good time. And
Mix Mad Dog and NyQuil.
If I go in saying this is not going to be a good time, I'm not expecting a good time, then maybe that'll lessen the blow.
Duke Tulane, 7 p.m. ESPN2. Commish, what's the fun story here?
Well, the former quarterback of Tulane, Darian Mensah, left Tulane in the transfer portal. He went to Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Duke is playing at Tulane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't normally get a transfer portal full circle less than 3 games into the season.
Mm-hmm. This is very road to glory.
This is kind of like, hey, you spurned us. Now we're, I think Tulane is going to be up for this game.
Tulane has a crazy interesting schedule. I think kind of every year, but I mean, I guess that's what you get for being in New Orleans. But they always seem to get like really cool home games, and this is like Duke at Tulane is interesting.
There's a lot of, like, the Power 4 teams will want to go play at Ullman. Like, they used to do it in the Superdome, and like all their fans would just take it as like a weekend trip to go to New Orleans for the weekend and then watch them play in the Superdome, in the cavernous Superdome. Which they would do that. Like, Tulane has no problem getting out of conference games. Now they're at Ullman, which, I mean, it's a great venue. Basically, it fills up the entire stadium. It's like 30,000. I think it's like 30,000. I don't know how much it is with standing room only, but it's not a bad seat in the house in the stadium. It's an awesome area of the city, and New Orleans is a big, fertile recruiting ground. There is, a lot of the times you'll get a lot of blue chippers coming out of New Orleans. And so these Power 4 teams want to come to New Orleans and play and recruit at the same time. And then also their fan base wants to go, hey, man, let's go to New Orleans. Who is going to refuse a weekend in New Orleans as like a fan base? So it's normally a well-traveled game. It is a good game. And it should be a good game because, I mean, Tulane's out of conference schedule, which is weird as hell, right? They play Northwestern comes to them, which they already beat Northwestern. They survived in Mobile against South Alabama, which is probably a top team in the Sun Belt. Then they welcome in like a middling team, like upper middle class Duke in the ACC. And then they go to Oxford to play Ole Miss. So like their out of conference schedule is South Al and 3 power conference teams.
Did you guys catch that? Commish called Northwestern a power team, and then called Duke a middle tier team.
I said upper middle class Duke.
That's an insult to them too.
Yeah, Duke is for rich people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I like calling Duke upper middle class because it will piss Duke alumni off. That's great. Keep doing it.
It has so many meanings. Let's keep going.
You want to, like they're right at the edge of that tax bracket in the ACC.
We have a blue blood game this week that I don't know we can go to. We can't call this our game of the week, but this
needs to get moved up.
This is our helmet game of the week.
Right.
Yeah.
When I saw this game on the schedule, I immediately thought of the Lauren not a big jerk tweet, which I cannot say out loud, but I will post in the Discord.
To me, I just worry about competitiveness here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's not. It's likely not going to be competitive.
Okay, so this is UMass at Iowa, 6:30 p.m. Big Ten Network.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, this may be the worst UMass team in a minute, and that is unfortunately saying something.
They are 136 in the Massey Composite, and their highest ranking on any of the individual sheets is 131.
I believe they fall below a couple D2 teams on the 766.
Oh, several.
Yeah, I know. I still think this needs to get moved up. Like it's
a helmet game.
It's a helmet game. It is. I'm not saying it's number one. I think Boston College, Stanford is running away with that, but I do think it needs to get moved up.
Hard disagree. It's Akron UAB running away with it.
Committee contains multitudes.
We do. That's why we're.
If it was UAB at Akron, that's higher.
Oh yeah, that's a vibe.
Now you got Akron going to
down
Birmingham.
Pitch of InfoStation Stadium.
But the tire is in Birmingham.
True.
And there is also the shiny metal butt in Birmingham. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
The tires are running into the shiny metal butt.
The blimp will.
And that this is going to be played directly across the street from the SEC headquarters. They have to watch this.
Yeah, they do.
They're gonna beam it. They're gonna beam it on a projector through Greg Sankey's window.
It's oranging Greg Sankey.
You have to watch
Greg Sankey looking out his window, and people in the SEC headquarters just going, "Do you see? Do you see?"
Make Sankey look through the giant tire.
Greg Sankey looking out his window, going, "The fuck they doing over there?"
What's the dog doing? FAU.
He's looking at Trent Dilfer.
FAU at FIU, the Shula Bowl. This one has been played 21 times in history. FAU leads this series 17-4. I didn't realize that FIU actually had a win in this series taken away. In 2005, when they were like 3 years old, they had a whole season invalidated due to NCAA issues.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't starting your program, I guess.
I know, but weren't even like it was for stuff nowadays that you'd be like they would never take away wins for that shit nowadays. But it was for compliance stuff, and they self-reported. Again, never tattled to the cops, guys. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, shut up. Rule number 1 of talking to the cops is shut the fuck up.
Every day is Shut the Fuck Up Friday.
That's right.
Jordan, you are a very, very good musician. Is there any chance that a Super Bowl shuffle mashup with a Pitbull song is possible?
Oh, that might work. Let me play with that. That might work.
Thank you.
This one again feels like it's going to be an FAU, like running over FIU. This rivalry is never particularly close, and this used to be played this is taken years off now because they're not in the same conference anymore. This used to be a Sun Belt Conference rivalry.
Ooh, hold on.
What, Commish?
We got a coin flip here in the analytics.
Seriously?
52-48.
That surprises me a lot.
Wow.
Oh, in the Bassi Composite, they're 119 and 120. Okay.
Look at that.
So, okay, now this might need to go up a little bit then.
And it's at Pitbull Stadium.
Yeah,
right?
you can't just walk into Pitbull Stadium and expect to walk out of there with...
walk into Pitbull Stadium.
I almost said 2 points. That's the wrong sport.
Sorry. Playoffs. Well, the Pitbull playoff song.
Yeah, from the NBA playoffs. I remember that.
Yes. Playoffs.
What about the Pitbull Club World Cup song?
I also remember that. Pretty recent, that one.
When it rhymed football with football.
Yes.
Picture that with a Kodak.
TNT's been getting progressively better games.
Yeah, why is this game on TNT?
Let them cook. They've got a great score bug.
Texas State at Arizona State. If you remember last year, Arizona State won this one 31-28, and the Texas State band stole the trident.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Was that the one against Nevada?
Against Nevada.
Oh.
I was against Nevada.
Okay.
Was it? Okay.
This is going to be a fun one. It's one of those games where you take a guy who hasn't watched college football since 2007 and go, hey, which one of these is the Pac-12 team?
I remember this guy out of cold storage just to ask him which of these teams is in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
This game last year ended on like an unbroadcast down because they like 15 minutes after the game ended, they were like, we need to put like 1 second back on the clock. And like Texas State was like 70 or 80 yards away from the end zone or whatever. And nothing happened on the play, I don't think. But it never broadcast. Like nobody ever saw the play happen except like people who are in the stadium. I swear it happened. So
if a bobcat exists on the field and there is not a camera there to observe it, did it happen?
I'm trying to think of what I would think is going on. I would probably go, oh, they're starting the JV game.
We need to have more bonus tracks in football. This needs to be a thing.
B-side.
Yeah. No,
it's like
it's the bonus track. Like it's not
right. It's like the 90s when we would have the silence for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you have to know that it's coming for it to kick in.
Yeah, I sat here through my 2 minutes of silence after you, and now Milk is playing.
So like, is this just like a concert where, you know, the fans don't leave the stands or anything like that? And you hope they come out for a one-play encore?
I was gonna say, what do you think they would do if after a football game, an entire stadium started chanting encore, encore?
Encore.
One more.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that like after the Wyoming Akron game of 10-0?
So the answer to this is nothing would happen in most conferences, but if you do that in a Big 12 game, who the hell knows?
See, this is why legendary Pittsburgh Penguins announcer Mike Lang's call when the game was in hand was Elvis has just left the building.
I miss Mike Lang. He was the only reason I would ever watch Penguins games.
Buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too.
Scratch my back with a hacksaw.
Let's do our ad read right now. As we announced last time, and we'll announce again throughout the season, the Sickos Committee and Homefield Apparel have joined together. Homefield is now the official and exclusive apparel brand of the Sickos Committee. So we've got Sickos shirts on. Joey's wearing the Rice shirt. I see a Michigan hoodie, Colorado School of Mines, Kansas State. I'm wearing UCLA. And we want you guys to go out there and buy the softest, comfiest collegiate apparel you can find. Get some Brawl merch this week.
Mm-hmm.
Some excellent Pitt and West Virginia things to show how much you care about Hate Week.
Mm-hmm.
They also have, like I said last time, some excellent Dartmouth gear in case you want to go down that pathway.
You don't. You want to prepare for hoodie season and get the Big Sky Conference hoodie.
Yes, that's a very good hoodie to wear over your PRT shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best way to appreciate my tailgate on at West Virginia games, which is within sight of 2 PRT stations, is to be wearing your PRT shirt.
This is true.
Naturally,
and you can enjoy watching the PRT zoom by while you wear a PRT shirt, which I will not be doing, but I do offer critical support to wearers of the PRT shirt because the
Every
PRT
city
is
should have a
objectively
PRT.
delightful.
Mainly so it's no longer special.
No, I aspire to being at the tailgate and drinking beers and watching the PRT go by in a PRT shirt.
PRT
someday.
The PRT is amazing. I will say this Rice band shirt, I just gave my partner the entire home field catalog and just went, pick one. And my partner watches no college sports, doesn't know any American schools really, and just went, hey, that's a cute owl playing drums.
Yep.
So-
This is the way. The way that you get your partner who does not enjoy sports to enjoy home field is either to do that or to say, I have very soft shirts and they make very soft shirts and they're doing a mystery box. Do you want one? Obnoxiously, Pit Boyfriend said yes to this and is now the proud owner of an Arkansas Razorback shirt.
I have very soft hoodies and they are imminently stealable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The pig has chosen him.
Yes.
Join our beehive for our Sickos synopsis, our stats summary, and our weekly food fusions, among other things. Check out our Discord. Pay $5 a month for our Patreon. Get access to the Discord where you can talk to us throughout the week, chat about our weekly rankings debates, holler about the live games, see the research that goes on behind the scenes, that kind of stuff. Go to our merch store at sickoscommittee.org. Commish just put up a Big Ten West Forever sticker. We also have our Mac merch that's still selling like crazy.
The Big Ten West Forever, there's a shirt, also a rocks glass. The Macoon also has a rocks glass too.
Subscribe to our YouTube, subscribe to our Instagram, subscribe to our Twitch. And as always, shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. They go the places we refuse to go. And also the Varsity app, where you can hear college football radio broadcasts throughout the weekend, throughout the week, whenever games are on. Download it for free. Listen to the College Football Blitz on Saturdays for 12 hours every Saturday. They jump back and forth between all the biggest games and their radio calls. It's the best way to consume college football if you are out and about.
Yeah.
And get to make sure that you cover all the stuff you want to know. They'll jump back and forth. It's like Red Zone, but for your ears.
Hey, Jordan, can you hit the horn real quick?
Sure.
New sponsor alert. Vivid Seats. We are now sponsored by Vivid Seats. We have a special code for you. It is called Sickos20.
Commish, what is Vivid Seats?
Vivid Seats. You want to buy tickets to concerts, games? Do you really want to go see? Do you want to take Greg Sankey to see UAB in Akron? Buy tickets on Vivid Seats. Use the code Sickos20 to take $20 off your first Vivid Seats order of $200 or more using that promo code. Also, Vivid Seats is the only leading ticket company with a rewards program where you buy 10 tickets and get the 11th free to take Greg Sankey to UAB in Akron. So every time you make a purchase with Vivid Seats, you earn discounts, seat upgrades, and free tickets.
And I will say, so if you want to take Greg Sankey to Akron at UAB, you can actually take Greg Sankey and yourself and like 8 or 9 of your friends in order to get the discount. So you can make it a party.
That's right.
Hell yeah,
Jordan,
come through.
I was looking at what in my area, London, Ontario, Canada, what was available, and there's a nearly sold out show, but Vivid Seats has some very affordable tickets to Sarah Milliken's show, Taskmaster alumnus.
Hey.
So what if I want to get a seat in an event that's not very vivid? Like I want something that's just pretty boring. Like let's say I wanted to go see like the NFL or something.
Giants Cowboys is going for $35.
Yes, that could work too. Any type of ticket that Vivid Seats has, concerts, football games, basketball games.
Damn, that's $35 Canadian. That's like $2 American.
Yeah, dude. The exchange rate's real bad. I just calculated it.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
Other games that are sort of in our middle of our clump here. New Mexico at UCLA on Friday at 9 p.m. UCLA, I'm glad that a lot of people are going to be asleep on this one because I don't know how this is going to go for you, and I'm kind of worried.
People are wanting us to move that up.
Yeah.
It's a Friday night, 9 p.m. Like, nobody's watching UCLA on the East Coast.
This is a great
Nobody's probably
opportunity
watching
for
this.
UCLA to fuck around.
New Mexico's also way better than we thought they were going to be.
They struggled with Idaho State last week, which I
still way better than we thought they were going to be.
And they gave Michigan some fun. So I mean, Coach Eck is not going to shy away from this. Like he's a coach. The Lobos coach is like he's coaching to win no matter who he's got or who he's playing against, which is nice. I like that in a coach. Like don't just try to like go into a bye game or something like that and take the air out the ball. No, don't do that. And Coach Eck doesn't do that. So there's going to be some weird trick plays. There's going to be some fun. UCLA desperately needs this one. So, this is Friday night. Oh, man. Maybe we got to get on the Twitch and talk about this one live, Joey.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. We did on the Twitch last week. We were thinking about doing a whip round. We're still working out the details on that. We did play a fun little trivia game. Sorry to bring back podcast business. I'm going to put some Twitch VODs on the YouTube, but they do save for 14 days on the Twitch channel if you want to go back and watch Brigit, Commish, Bridget, who the fuck was there? Arthur, Kevin, Blue.
Yeah.
Play a little trivia game that I came up with that you probably filled out because it was the Google form I sent out like a month ago.
On Friday night as well at 6:30, this is sort of like the pièce de résistance on there. It's the Colorado at Houston game, which is a conference game.
Ew.
It breaks my head. That
it hurts my head.
Conference.
This is wrong.
Here's the thing. If I was told this was a conference game 5 years ago, I would go, yeah, that makes sense. And then you told me it's Big 12, I'd be like, hold on. What? Like this is either Pac-12 or Mountain West somehow.
It doesn't feel that crazy to me because Colorado was in the Big 8, they were in the Big 12, and then adding Houston to that conference makes kind of sense. You know, it's more like the Arizona schools.
That had to fall to get both of them in there, though.
Yeah,
Arthur, you're more forgiving than I am because you add Houston to the Big 12, and I go, wait, what? Why?
Why you do that?
Why?
There is a little bit of drama around who's starting at QB for Colorado.
Imagine that.
It's resolved.
Did they say that Ryan Staub is going to start?
Staub is starting, yeah.
Okay, because Dion even said that, like, yeah, he's like, where are you getting these rumors from?
Oh! Now he's like refuting it.
Yes.
Oh, so he refuted. I misses the refute of the report.
Man, I'm just realizing, like, we've never actually really had to see Dion as a coach handle a QB situation because up until now, everyone knew exactly who the quarterback was for any team he was coaching.
You know, it's funny. Like somebody made that report, and then there was so much content already made, and then he refuted all that content that everybody made.
Exactly.
I just realized that. I didn't see that part in the middle of the day. Okay.
Next up, how about a non-conference game for you? Kansas State at Arizona, non-conference.
On Friday.
So we got another pina colada game?
We got another pina colada.
They didn't even know what they had.
Yeah, so this... I feel like this is like... and I hate that we're now dividing into subtypes of pina colada game, But this is like a type 2 pina colada game because these teams weren't even together.
They weren't together.
They just found each other in the classified ads.
Like
no, this is like
a situationship.
So they scheduled the date for a month in advance, and then 2 weeks later they moved in together and were like, I guess we still got plans.
This is like they're doing the whole thing from that song, but they're doing it on their honeymoon. Like if you've ever seen the Ben Affleck movie, The Heartbreak Kid, where he's on his honeymoon and he's having an affair, like this is like that, but if it's somehow still the plot from the Pina Colada song.
I'm wearing a Kansas State shirt. I'm trying to see if I can break the Ireland curse for Kansas State. So sorry, Arizona. I'm trying to see if I can voodoo this one for you.
Kansas State is bad, and I'm worried that Arizona is not being great.
I'm still defending Kansas State as they just had a bad stretch. I feel like they can turn it around.
Yeah.
I feel like K-State is essentially. I'm hoping K-State is the meme of the guy playing video games, and then after they lost to Army, the guy finally sits up forward.
Oh, is that Bill Snyder's music?
It's time to lock in.
Yes. So, K-State may lock in this week.
And by that, I mean the closing song of the Lawrence Welk Show.
On the road, nobody believes in the Wildcats.
That is the second week in a row we've referenced Lawrence Welk on this show.
I'm not sorry.
So here's the other reason I'm really high on this game. I would move this game up. This is our Friday Night Fox game, which means we get Jason Benetti and RG3 on the call.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm a big fan of that booth.
Okay, I'm into it now.
Tuning in.
Yeah. This moved up toward appointment viewing now.
It feels like there's a decent chance that we'll get a haunted critter at this game, too. It has the right vibe.
Yeah.
There's
a fox on the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a pronghorn on the field.
Another game where it feels like something's going to be on the field. Oregon State at Texas Tech, 2:30 on Fox on Saturday. It's not going to be a color rush game, Commish. I'm sorry. It's not going to be orange and black.
Come on.
They could only do that if they were going to play on Halloween.
I you know what I want? I need Oregon State and Oklahoma State to play each other on Halloween.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. One all orange, one all black.
I feel like Oklahoma State has had enough of playing teams in the state of Oregon this year.
They're done. They've had their total.
This decade, let's be real.
I mean, Oregon State could go there and then it's fine.
Why is Iowa State going to Jonesboro to play Arkansas State at 3:00?
They want to see the
Battle
waterfall.
of Water.
It's
the Battle of Water.
This is so weird. This is, again, another weird road trip.
It's the Ames Water versus the Jonesboro Waterfall in Stadium. Ames Water has to go inspect this,
Hey Beth, did you see that JMU signed a home and home with Ohio?
Idiots.
Don't go to Athens. Why would you ever go to Athens? This is, like Commish said, the Ames Water versus the waterfall in the stadium at Arkansas State. A weird road trip for a Big 12 team. This is Arkansas State has a pretty good non-conference schedule. It's too bad they're not a better team. This would feel like, they'd have better shots at these guys. Another weird road trip. We talked about this one before. SMU is going to Missouri State.
Yeah, that seems weird.
When was this scheduled? Also, 2:30 on CBS-SN. Da 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 da.
Oh, do you know what? I do actually remember this being announced because this was Missouri State. They were pushing hard to get a Power 5 team to come to Missouri State to sell. This is our first FBS season, and I remember they left that very late. I think this was literally announced in April.
Okay.
No, June 2024.
Okay. That's still very late. SMU.
Yeah, in the season.
Why? Yeah. The more I think about this, the more questions I have. Honestly.
I mean, look, at SMU, they did that deal to join the ACC where they don't get TV money. So, maybe they just every single one of these road trips probably saves the schools making the road. Like if you're a power conference school, you make the road trip. That means like you're getting a return game or maybe even 2 return games if you do a 2-for-1 that you don't have to pay a guarantee for. So, if you are looking to save a little bit of money, it might not be the worst thing in the world to like schedule a team such as Missouri State, who you feel like you can probably still beat on the road. And then, you save the money, you probably still get a win. It's a win-win. And you get the return game or games that you would have to pay for normally.
I was just thinking about like, what if this is like a reverse buy game?
No, they're not. There's no
What,
way.
like SMU?
I know,
like,
because
we
like, where
want our
would the
game on
money be
road.
coming from? But also, like, I do like the idea of Missouri State just dropping a fat stack and being like, SMU, we got money.
I think
money.
I always assume this is money laundering.
I honestly assume it's something like that, but it was more of like they dropped a medium stack and said, "Is this enough?" And SMU was like, we're not getting TV money. Fuck it."
USC at Purdue, 2:30 on CBS.
Da 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 da.
This is
You
where
it up
the,
from here.
this is-
Da, 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 da.
this is where the SEC game of the week would be. We get USC at Purdue.
You have said that, and I think this needs to rocket up the Sickos Committee rankings.
I mean, yeah, this is where you really see this new Big Ten deal. Because with the old SEC deal, CBS had the first pick of game every single week. It didn't matter what week it was.
Yeah.
CBS got first pick. Now it rotates, and Fox like gets the like kind of the first overall pick in terms of weeks. But so CBS does have some weeks where they get the first pick. They also have some weeks where they get the third pick. And if you look at what Big Ten games Fox and CBS are broadcasting, the Big Ten this is the week that the Big Ten was like, we're not going to play interesting games. When you play 9 conference games, you have less flexibility in terms of spacing your non-conference games out. And so pretty much every Big Ten team is either playing their first conference game because they have to work something in later, or they are playing like their last tune-up game before conference play. So they're not trying, like we had Ohio State hosting Texas earlier. We had Michigan playing Oklahoma earlier. For most Big Ten teams now, this is the week where it's like, okay, we need to play someone easy to get us ready for actual conference play. And so you're left with a game like USC at Purdue as one of your premier Big Ten.
And it is
legit.
CBS.
Like if I was looking at the Big Ten schedule, I don't think I would have picked this differently. This is just all there is.
Drew Brees in the 25th anniversary of Purdue's last Rose Bowl game. They're going to be there in West Lafayette. You were talking about the Big Ten schedule. The fun thing is that they put Michigan State at 11 p.m. Eastern against USC.
Yep.
On the 20th. Also, they put Oregon at like 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. their time.
Oh God.
On that week, I think.
That's not at Oregon though, right?
Or is it Washington at like 9 a.m.?
So,
Utah. I know Utah has a 10 a.m. local kick. At some point.
Yeah. It may have been Utah. But like,
Utah is the team they put at 10 a.m. local. They are, I believe, hosting Texas Tech. So not really. I mean, both teams are playing that early.
Yeah,
for
that's straight up
themselves.
kicks at 10.
The game that Oregon is playing at 9 a.m. their time is this week, because remember when I said the Big Ten didn't really have anything interesting for their TV partners to pick this week, but they still have Big Ten games they have to air. So Big Noon Saturday this week, Oregon is playing on Big Noon Saturday. They're playing at Northwestern at the Lakefront Stadium, and that is the game that was Fox's pick. And I get it. There really isn't a better Big Ten game to pick. That's just what the Big Ten is serving up this week.
They're sending Gus Johnson to Martin Stadium.
Mm-hmm. With Joel Klatt, yeah.
Everyone's going to be able to hear him because the glass isn't that thick at that stadium.
The bleachers are collapsing. Ha ha!
You're going to hear him yelling.
The only thing is that I want for that game is bring the giant inflatable duck, Oregon.
Yep.
Do it.
That
Lake
and
Michigan, giant inflatable duck now.
That
and play the music.
And Football Bunny returns.
I will help you get it through the Welland Canal if you need.
The goalpost lung for the C, the duck lungs to be center field.
So we want Northwestern to upset Oregon and then put the goalpost next to the inflatable duck in the sea.
Skewer the duck.
Oh, duck jousting.
No. Just to like round out this whole Big Ten schedule, NBC has declined to air a Big Ten game this week on NBC. They're putting Ohio State is hosting regular Ohio.
Yes.
And they're putting that on Peacock. That's their Big Ten game this week. So that's the state of the Big Ten programming.
Justice for Parker Navarro.
Yeah.
Can we call that like Banquet, Ohio? Ohio Banquet?
I believe
Ohio
it's
heavy?
the first time that Ohio State has played Ohio since the incident.
It is.
Yes, since Rufus. Yes.
The incident. I also think the University of Ohio has earned the right to be referred to as Ohio heavy.
Yes.
I
yes,
like
they
that.
have.
I like that NBC looked at the slate. They're like, okay, Michigan's hosting Central, Maryland's hosting Towson, Indiana's hosting Indiana State, and then they look and their eyes go dark and they see Iowa, UMass. They went, none of this, please.
No, thank
none
you.
of this.
None of this, please.
Would you like a free donut, sir? No, thank you.
Yep. Northwestern and Purdue are hosting nationally like broadcast televised games, and like it's probably the right call. Those are probably the most interesting games that the Big Ten is playing this week.
Would you like a Nebraska-Houston Christian? No, thank you.
Hey, I will say one thing for Nebraska-Houston Christian. Our guy, Eric Collins, on the call.
There you go.
Florida at LSU, 6:30 p.m. on ABC. Too mainstream for us, but something weird always happens at this game, so...
Guaranteed to be stupid.
There is going to be something stupid that happens, and it's probably going to be... This series, it is so weird when there's a game that's like nothing normal, where nothing weird happens. And this could be the year that nothing weird happens, or... there's a high probability of something stupid that like just a gigantic mistake by one of these teams that just bites them in the ass and they have to live with it for a year until they do it all over again next year.
I just want to put it on the record. I know this is not a game that we necessarily care about, but I just want to put it out there. Billy Napier passes the hot seat baton
to Brian Kelly.
I mean, they can share it.
Like I said, this is stupid. Something stupid is gonna happen.
I mean, the dumbest thing is Florida winning, because like how pissed are Florida fans gonna be about like, oh no, Billy getting a good win, and LSU fans are gonna be upset. Like just
Florida LSU reminds me of the Homer Simpson meme where he's just sitting in there and then everybody's just in like watching him work. Like, hold up, everybody, he's about to do something stupid. Yeah, it's what I feel like LSU is like that. That's why I watch this game. Like, hold up, somebody's gonna do something stupid.
Yeah, somebody's gonna give the other team an automatic first down by throwing their pants or something.
Some other weird road trips. Memphis is going to Troy, Utah is going to Wyoming, and UConn is going to Delaware to renew a Yankee Conference rivalry.
Utah, Wyoming feels spiritually correct and not actually that weird.
It used to be a conference game.
Let's say this is a conference. This is an old conference game.
So did UConn Delaware.
Yeah.
Because
also doesn't feel that weird to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Because remember, hey, Utah, you may have everyone else convinced that you're a P4 team and always have been, but people on this podcast know. I remember when you were in the WAC, guys. I remember when you were in the Mountain West. We all were there. We saw it. So you don't get to pretend like you've always been Power 4, okay? Just
everybody saw.
Mm-hmm. I remember when you guys used to play TCU and it's a conference game, not the Big 12.
I was gonna say they do that now.
Yeah, them and TCU are wearing the clip-on ties at the fancy steakhouse now.
We remember.
They have loaner jackets.
I love the UConn at Delaware. It is a Yankee Conference rivalry renewed. The last time they played each other was 1998, November 7th. The all-time series history, Delaware leads.
Hey.
20 wins, 20 wins, 7 losses. Delaware at home against UConn, 12-2 overall. In conference games, 6-3 overall. This is not a conference game. But this is a Yankee Conference rivalry renewed. This for me is just curiosity of the Yankee Conference coming back.
It's so weird that Delaware and Connecticut haven't played. Like, if I know you guys hate when I do this, but I need to say they have not played. They're basically right next to each other. They have not played in my lifetime, and I have grays.
If you're UConn, there's no reason to schedule Delaware because Delaware is too bitey. Why would you do that?
Yeah, for UConn, you wouldn't,
because you could probably schedule a bye game with them for a song. There was years where independent UConn couldn't fill their damn schedule.
But why would you put a game on there, a FCS game on there that you have to pay for and probably lose when there are plenty of other FCS teams in the Northeast that you can?
I guess that's why you go get Central Connecticut or Sacred Heart, sure, but
or Marist, or there's tons of teams.
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth doesn't play FBS teams.
Marist,
none of the Ivy League teams can because they don't do scholarships, so they don't count towards the
hours.
Rule.
There's Merrimack, there's Rhode Island,
there's choices.
Yeah. You got a bevy of teams up there, FCS wise, that UConn could choose, and you just didn't want to. No, I'm not inviting the Blue Hens into my hen house.
No,
well, I'm just excited for this future conference matchup when the Big East is reformed as a football conference.
Yeah.
You're not invited this time. Connecticut and Delaware are taking Temple, and they're taking UMass, and they're going home.
I feel like most of the people are okay with that.
Yeah. It works out for everybody.
Can we give them Syracuse? I feel like Syracuse would be happy there.
Yeah, spiritually that feels correct. I also just want to wish Utah fans, before we move on, a very happy road trip. And I hope your coolers stay chilly for all of the beer you're going to stock up on that's not watered down.
I just like the idea of adding Syracuse back in there and then 3 weeks later being like, oh, surprise, Georgetown's adding football.
Oh, my God.
Well, they have football. It's just not good.
I know.
Yeah, Villanova and Georgetown are moving up to the FBS. Game 1, Syracuse. Game 2, Miami.
Oh, my God.
Oklahoma is going to Temple as the return leg of a game that was played last year.
Yes.
On purpose.
On purpose. I received an email from Temple Athletics today that says, Temple takes on ranked Oklahoma. Watch as Temple looks to upset number 13 Oklahoma Sooners at home. And then it tells me that I should go buy tickets.
Looks to is a good phrase.
I love the enthusiasm.
I honestly respect it. I will not be doing that, as I will be in Morgantown. And as Jordan learned the hard way, it is not possible to attend both of those games in the same day.
They're both 2-0, which means they're both equally good teams.
Right.
Of course, as far as I'm concerned.
I forgot to mention the best part about this, which is the subject line of this email. Temple football looks to go 3-0.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Love it.
I mean,
Three in a row.
They went LaShiffer on UMass, which I was not expecting. So, I mean, they could be way better than we're giving them credit for.
Our friends at Homefield will be in Philadelphia to sell shirts and cheer on the Sooners. And
I think you mean official apparel partner of the Sickos Committee.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has any
exclusive?
Have any sportsbooks stepped up to do the public transit for this specific game? Because if not, we might have a business opportunity here.
I want
we get
to
a cube van.
Is that what the money's for?
Because DraftKings sponsored, what was it, Game Day?
I think it was
They sponsored the Broad Street line for the Eagles game. Yeah.
The Cowboys.
There is no state budget right now.
Fund SEPTA, guys. Please fund SEPTA. It's important.
Put a PRT in Philadelphia.
I want to say that Homefield was in Tallahassee when Florida State upset Alabama.
Ooh.
Homefield is going to be in Philadelphia when 2-0 Temple.
I'm just picturing that image of Connor in the magician's hat and the basketball shorts.
Homefield magic.
Mm-hmm.
We have an actual Mountain West Conference game at 8:45 p.m. on Saturday. Air Force at Utah State. Cool. Love it.
I'd love that.
Go,
God,
girl.
that
There's nothing.
feels so right. 8:45 on FS1. Is Petros on the call?
If Petros is on the call, this is the most Mountain West game of all time.
I love it.
Air Force has a weird schedule this year because they've only played one game and now they're playing a conference game.
Because they have,
they have the two. Yeah, they have the two service academies. But it's interesting now that the two service academies are in the same conference. Besides Air Force, like they don't play those games at the beginning of the season.
Battle of the Carolinas, East Carolina at Coastal. Coastal Carolina, if you remember, ladies and gentlemen, are now giving out, with purchase of a ticket, if you use their app, you can get 4 things at a time, from a drink, hot dog, and nachos or popcorn per visit to the snack stand for free. And apparently
4 hot dogs.
They ate 27,000 hot dogs at their first home game.
Yeah.
Now that's a round number. We had some this is some rounding here clearly being done, but still, that's plenty. I would really enjoy if they kept posting this. So Coastal, please, I'm gonna harass you on social media.
We're gonna do. Like I said, we're gonna bug you. Please post this. We need to know. Hot dog analytics.
I was gonna say we can collect data and do hot dog data analysis at the end of the season.
I would like to know the data for all 4 things because I'm really interested in seeing like a growth reduction chart over time so that we can see like where's the movement on each of these items. I think of hot dogs as a year-round snack, but maybe as we start to get into colder months, maybe we move away from that. I'm very curious. I need to know
how do you think seasons apply in Conway, South Carolina?
I mean, it gets wet. So there is
probably wouldn't want popcorn in rainy season.
I have a goal for them to chase. I have a rabbit for them.
Okay.
The Toronto Blue Jays, much bigger stadium. This game was 42,000 people. They have Looney Hot Dog Night, which is dollar hot dogs because our money is made up. And the last time they did dollar hot dog night, July 22nd. Well, they've done a couple more since then, but this was the record. July 22nd, the Blue Jays fans, including myself, consumed 84,731 hot dogs. So there's your rabbit, Coastal. You guys are free. It's $1 off the Canadian money. It's 50 cents off. Go get yourself 84,000 hot dogs. It's 4 things per trip, and you can take as many trips as you want. Go up there every time. 4 hot dogs. Go to the back of the line. 4 hot dogs.
41,000 trips later, and you're there, baby.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it yourself.
As we do the analytics, can we call them anaglizics?
I was gonna call it glizzolytics, but yeah, either way.
I was thinking glizzolytics, but I was like, well, it works better with the second syllable, I feel like.
Glizzonomics? Is that anything?
Actually,
that is what I said.
Yeah.
What's the most hot dogs you've ever eaten, like in one go? Because I ate 8 once as a bit when I said I was going to eat a hot dog for every, I forget if it was, I think it was every passing yard that Pitt had, or so it was some terrible Pitt stat in a game where they only had 8 on offense, and I just said I'm going to eat 1 hot dog for every one of them.
So are you asking like straight hot dogs or also a bun and or condiments?
Yeah, like
hot dog and bun.
Hot dog and bun.
The same way that they do it at the Nathan's contest.
My high score recently is 10, and it's distressingly recent.
I've done 10 no bun, but 6 with bun.
I've done 12.
I've done like 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think my high score is 3.
Yeah, that's over the course of like a whole cookout.
Oh no, I'm talking like straight, like on the
Well, the burgers are gone, so I guess I'm having another hot dog.
Just say like I crack a pack of 10 hot dogs, I'm gonna cook them all, and off we go.
Yep, in the air fryer. Eat them all.
I looked it up. It was Pitt had 8 yards in 8 passing yards in a 42-10 loss to Clemson, and I said I
was going to ask
a hot dog for every passing yard. So I did, but let me tell you, like eating 8 hot dogs, it's a lot. Like you look at Joey Chestnut eating 70, and you think that surely you can do 1/10 of that, and man, even that, like it's tough.
I have a bottomless pit for pizza and hot dogs. I can just consume as much pizza as possible. Same thing with hot dogs.
Oh, look at this though. I'm looking at the box score. Pitt owned the time of possession in that game, 34 minutes to 25 minutes for Clemson. So
nothing happened.
They gave you lots of time to eat those glizzies.
They did, yeah.
Nothing happened. Oh, that's an incredible game. I'm going to go rewatch that.
Other games that have some interest to us, Vanderbilt at South Carolina. This is like the SEC that we like, because this is mid-table SEC, although South Carolina is above mid-table at this point.
South Carolina is good.
So is Vandy?
Vandy.
Let's see.
Well, here's what's going to happen.
Vandy is good.
Here's what's going to happen.
This is Vandy's gut check.
Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen, like always, is that we're going to be like, this was a great Vandy year. And we're going to look back and they're going to be 7-5. And that's fine.
That is a great year in Vandy, all things
considered.
Yeah, dude.
Every time I look back and be like, man, that Vandy team was great, I look back and it's always 7 wins.
This is their gut check for sure. This is where we find out if Vanderbilt is a good Vanderbilt team or a good team.
Commish?
I mean, I just want to call Vandy upper middle class too, like I did Duke. So
this is when you say it's a Sickos Committee SEC game. What do we mean is there's like 80,000 people screaming their hearts out, their emotional enjoyment for the next year on the line in this one game, and you look at the field and it's 3-2, and someone has just punted for 2 yards.
This has the chaos energy of Florida LSU, but like it's the undercard.
Ooh,
like,
yes.
If you're an SEC fan of like the main teams, you're not watching this shit. So this is like the undercard. This is what it is. This is like our special. This is the one where, you got the main fight that doesn't start until like 11 p.m. The one that comes on to like start the whole thing, the pay-per-view special, is Vandy, South Carolina. And that's what we're watching. That's what I feel like it is, SEC wise. Like, you got Georgia, Tennessee this week. That's the main event. You got Florida, LSU. That's the one below it. And then you have the Vandy. Who cares what time these games, what time these games are on? But that is basically the pecking order of the games this week. And we're watching this. We're watching the undercard, and this is what the undercard is. And it's an incredible atmosphere in Columbia. I mean, you got two like great, teams that, South Carolina, sure, they're ranked, but like nobody's really like, are they really that good still? They did watch that Virginia Tech game. But there is a punt returner that South Carolina has that has just taken like 3 straight punts to the house on punt returns. Swain.
No, the record is 5, by the way.
Yeah.
The season is 5, and he already has 3.
Yeah. He has 3. So, yeah, this is the undercard. You got Pavia, you got Sandstorm, this is energy, like SEC energy
Lenora
of like
Sellers.
non-name brands. You got Lenora Sellers. You got this is energy of basically these are. South Carolina has only won 1 conference title in their entire school history, which was 1969 in the ACC. Vandy hasn't won the SEC since like the 1910s.
22. No, sorry.
1922.
No, I was wrong about there. They won the SoCon. They did not win the SEC.
Yeah. So again, this is what this game is for us. It's the Sicko special of the SEC, which again, it's still the SEC, but this is our SEC flavor here.
Commish, I will go you one further on this game. This is a diagnostic Sickos game, and this is what I mean. There are people who discover as they grow up and they watch football that they are sickos. And this is the kind of game that will tell you that. When you're an SEC household and like you get the clicker from your dad and you get to control the remote and you see that this game is on and you go to this game and everyone else around the living room looks at you and goes, oh, we can't possibly watch this. And you're like, no, I intend to watch the rest of this game and you will have to pry this remote out of my cold dead hands. Like, that's the moment when you find out that this is the kind of football fan that you are. That's the sort of thing that this game does. And I salute it and I love it.
We're gonna get a lot of 16 and 17-year-old sickos out of this.
Yeah.
This This is good shit right here. I don't even care. I don't even care how the game turns out. Like this, Columbia games at night are special. You're gonna have Pavia going into that atmosphere. Vandy went into Blacksburg and handled business in Blacksburg, albeit in the second half. So another 2 hostile environments for Vandy in a row, and one of these teams is going to be 3-0.
Other games we have Buffalo at Kent State, Clemson at Georgia Tech. On the CW, we have South Florida at Miami. CW got so lucky with this game.
I love that the CW got this television package because this television package, when the ACC started ACC Network, they decided this was not worth buying back from Raycom.
Yeah.
So they bought back all of their other TV rights, but this specific package, they were like, those games aren't any good. It's not worth it for us to pay to buy this back. So they let Raycom keep it, and Raycom resold it eventually to the CW. And now they're airing that. I also do want to point out a fun fact about the broadcast of this game. The guy doing play-by-play, if you remember the Nick Castellanos meme of
Tom Brenneman.
Yeah, the guy who said the homophobic slur, who's apologizing for the homophobic slur when Castellanos hit a home run.
He was back last year though, right?
Yeah, no, he's been back for a bit doing these games.
It's not like he was like, we're gonna put the headset back on him again.
Yeah,
for USF in Florida. Sorry, USF, South Florida, the Bulls. We skipped really quick over Georgia Tech and Clemson. Clemson goes to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to say anything about this game because I don't want to jinx.
I don't want to jinx anything.
No,
I'm not going to talk about you, Georgia Tech. I'm not going to look at you.
Arthur refuses to watch.
That's right. I'm not watching it because it's an ACC game. But...
I'm not. Again, Arthur can't watch it, but I'll watch it for him.
No, that's not how that works. Clemson.
What if I said I wasn't going to watch it, but I'll watch it in your place?
Same old Clemson that they've been for like the past 5 years at this point under Dabo.
This would be funny because if GT can win this, I mean, Clemson's 1-2.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Other games, Liberty at Bowling Green, Arkansas is going to Ole Miss. We talked about this a little bit. Ohio going to Ohio State on the Peacock.
It's the Rufus game.
Rufus.
The last time there was it was the Rufus the Rufus fight. I'll find the article about they found about the Rufus, because if I remember correctly, Rufus wasn't even a student. It was just a guy. Do you think you like they're gonna have to like have fun with this on the sidelines though, right? They have to, right? Yeah. Can they you think they'll do a pretend fight? Like, there was a pretend fight between Wilbur the Wildcat and Sparky the Sun Devil, and then it turned into a real fight halfway through? Is Ohio State too serious for that? Will they be like, yeah, they are. Can't even acknowledge it. They wouldn't even dignify.
The thing is, I feel like Ohio State probably big fans of pro wrestling, but maybe they don't understand kayfabe enough to do this.
The last Ohio team to win against Ohio State was Oberlin in the early 1900s, who is currently dead last in the top 766. I found out, though, Oberlin only has 33 players on their roster. That's not good.
Oh, that's not good.
For D3, that's real rough, y'all.
I mean, that is technically a full football team and a half, but...
Are they playing Iron Man football still?
Some of their guys are going both ways.
I mean, they have to be.
Math-wise. Yeah, I mean, it's Oberlin. People are going both ways, but...
Nice.
The Yo Man.
ODU at Virginia Tech, 6 p.m.
Or Yo Woman, depending on your mood.
Yo Person.
Hey.
ODU at Virginia Tech, 6 p.m. on the ACC network. This is the one where Virginia Tech canceled all of their visits to ODU in the future. ODU is still going to come to Virginia Tech every other year, but Virginia Tech said nope, absolutely not to going to.
We're not getting stuck in the elevator again.
We're not doing that anymore.
I hope the elevator in Blacksburg breaks.
I mean, sabotage it. Just be like, how does this feel, ODU?
I'm going to be in Blacksburg like, what's his name at the beginning of Speed?
App State at Southern Miss. Navy at Tulsa. Ooh. Quick, is that a conference game?
Yes.
How about Jacksonville State at Georgia Southern? Is that a conference game?
No.
No.
There we go. Central Michigan at Michigan.
Yes.
Now, if you if you don't know who is coaching, I don't want you to spoil it. Because Sharon Moore has a 2-game suspension starting on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's in the show notes, but sure.
Not all of us read the show notes as we go along. The head coach is going to be Biff Poggi.
Biff's back.
Biff is back.
Biff's got the stiff. Do you think he's going to cut the sleeves off for the Michigan
I want him
game?
to walk out and just rip the sleeves off.
Because
janky V-neck.
Yeah.
They asked Sharon Moore as he was walking away from the press conference, naming Biff Poggi the interim coach. And it was like, is Biff going to wear a cutoff shirt? And then Sharon came back to the podium and just said, no, and walked away. And I'm like,
no, come on. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that at Michigan. I feel like
fun haters.
If they lose, it's because they didn't unchain the Biff.
You would think that as an interim coach who got the job, that like Sharon Moore would have the sense to like want to sabotage Biff as much as possible, so he doesn't end up taking his job. And the way to do that is to let Biff wear what Biff wants to wear.
Biff be Biff.
I just like that this is like the first official game where Michigan is getting an official penalty for the whole sign stealing scandal, and it comes against Central Michigan, who of course. I don't want to say involved, like they were part of it, but like
incidental.
They did have Connor Stallions on their sideline disguised, so I'm sure people will bring that up this week. I don't really have any comments on it other than it's just funny how that worked out.
How many times do you think this week some poor kid in Central's media department had the Connor Stallions joke ready to go until his superiors slapped the mouse out of his hand?
Oh, absolutely. Here we go. Next up, Eastern Michigan at Kentucky. Eastern Michigan. This is an issue. Zach Calzada is hurt with a shoulder injury.
Oh, no.
He'll get a medical red shirt. He'll be back next year.
He may get another year. I hope it's not that serious.
We have redshirt freshman Cutter Boley. Replaced Calzada when he left the game due to injury.
That's a Georgia quarterback ass name.
Yeah.
So Eastern Michigan is we love you, Eastern Michigan. They lost to Long Island, which is not a thing I thought was possible.
Hey man, Long Island in the new Spike Lee movie.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna ask you about that actually. What the fuck is up with that?
I mean, it's a Spike Lee movie. They're in New York City. Of course they're going to show up. I mean, it's the new movie. If you haven't seen it, I saw it a couple weeks ago in a theater. I really enjoyed it, but it's definitely like a love letter to New York City from Spike Lee, as a lot of his movies are. So
some might say New York City is another character in the movie.
Yeah, there are a couple scenes shot at LIU. So LIU Brooklyn, for the record,
which is
not out.
Which is LIU Premium now because Post isn't the main campus anymore.
Yeah.
Good luck, Eastern Michigan. Pull it off.
Oh, it'd be so good if Long Island gets a transitive win over Kentucky after getting dog slapped by Florida.
Do it.
Wisconsin and Alabama. This is not our type of game, but I'm fascinated to see what happens here. Like, I think I know what's going to happen here. I'm pretty sure.
I think we know what's going to happen here.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this game. This is the classic game where we know it's going to be a Sickos game, but not until after the second quarter. Because if it's close at half, suddenly our antennas go up. If it's not close at half, unless somehow Wisconsin's up by 40, this is not a Sickos game.
South Alabama at Auburn, Western Michigan at Illinois, Louisiana Lafayette at Missouri, Texas A&M at Notre Dame, UTEP at Texas, and Georgia at Tennessee round out our FBS versus FBS games.
Sorry, that was UTEP at Utah. That is University of Texas at Austin.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Utah.
And ULM is on the bye week this week.
They earned it.
Commish, who do we have for FBS FCS?
FBS FCS fun ones. We have the undefeated Sycamores going on the road to Indiana on Friday night. That's right. Indiana State is undefeated. Indiana is undefeated. Only one will remain undefeated, probably the Hoosiers. We have Colgate at Syracuse on Friday, also on the ACC network.
Toothpaste and orange juice. Don't like that.
They don't mix well together.
No.
Otto is not going to brush his teeth. I don't even think he has teeth.
Winners get brushed.
Oranges don't have teeth.
No, the oranges don't. I have Incarnate Word at UTSA.
Let's talk about this real fast. This is an inner San Antonio game.
This is the city game.
No, I think they called this is it the Alamo Showdown? There's like the
Alamo Showdown was another thing that was not in my history books, but was in yours.
Hey. Canada doesn't remember
I guess
the
they
Alamo?
can't call it the Alamo Bowl because there's already one of those.
That's true.
That's true. Oh, it's the Hometown Showdown.
Hickenbottom, meet me at the Alamo.
So this is one where you kind of think UTSA should win this. If Incarnate Word pulls this off, I think Trailer may be in trouble.
Are you saying Trailer's going to have to load up his moving van?
Maybe. He may have to U-Haul it out of there. But no, nothing on that one. Okay.
Siri, play the loadout.
Jordan hit 3 pointers.
Commish just got the look, which
refuse.
podcasting is a visual medium.
I did. I
Here's the thing. I didn't react because that's your standard of joke. It's so high that it takes something truly special to get a laugh out of this group. Like your baseline standard is higher than any other podcast. Like heights.
Okay.
There's funnier podcasts out there. Like, we're not professional comedians or anything.
You're right. There's funnier podcasts out there. Like,
What else, Commish?
So we got Eastern Kentucky at Marshall, Marshall, come on, baby. Don't lose to the Colonels.
Marshall has about 3 players.
Do it.
We have
Do it.
Please, Lord Spiders, give UNC arachnophobia.
Lord Spiders?
Lord Spiders.
Lord Spiders.
Commish out here praying a Shelob.
I'm excited to see the first drive, and then I'm excited to see the subsequent drives.
That's right. Then we have
team called the Spider.
Also our Lord and Savior, guardian of birthdays, Antioch.
Yes.
Antioch and Angoliant, the only pantheon we observe.
Richmond's in the Patriot League. I thought I refused anyone from the Patriots to come into our facility. Someone reads the check on that.
Thank you, Mr. Belichick. Merrimack at Kennesaw State. Merrimack again fought tooth and nail with Kent State until Dorialis took it to the house. Kennesaw State, I hope you get your win here. Monmouth at Charlotte. My Monmouth.
About to say, your Monmouth Hawks.
Can we get another FCS over FBS win here? Maybe. I'm looking at it. New Hampshire at Ball State. Another interesting one here. That should be. I like that. That's interesting. We have a Hawaii test. Portland State at Hawaii. Portland State did score 20 points against North Dakota.
Yay!
They don't suffer too much psychic time damage going to Hawaii via time zones. So that's going to be a Hawaii test at 11 p.m. Central.
I will say,
the Mountain West.
There was one thing that, because I was the only one watching in the entire world, that last week's Hawaii game, they mentioned right at the end that while Sam Houston was getting blown out at the end, that their coaches didn't schedule the flight home until Monday night, and they were going to spend Sunday and Monday morning just chilling in Hawaii.
Hell yeah!
Perfect.
Enjoy
it.
I had seen that they are practicing Micah Alejado, even though he's hurt. Y'all, I don't think you're going to need Micah Alejado for this game. Let
Dreamweaver.
Let Luke do it.
Let the Dreamweaver do it. Then you have Prairie View at Rice, and we could figure out what Rice is at, for this game.
4,000 kilogram plov.
Jordan?
I'm feeling at least like big rice wave for this
giant
one.
Giant fried rice wave, maybe. Jordan, your weekly NEC schedule read.
We have Sacred Heart going to LIU, St. Francis headed to Central Connecticut, Lehigh at Duquesne, Marist at Wagner, Stonehill at Maine up in Orono, West Liberty, something called West Liberty at Robert Morris. West Liberty is D2, I think. Someone check me on that.
I will check.
New Haven going to Albany, and Mercyhurst continuing their Ride to Hell tour at Sacramento State.
Mercyhurst 1-1.
They played one of their Ride to Hell games decently close for a minute, and then it got away from them.
Youngstown State. They played it pretty well.
Right.
West Liberty University is a university in West Liberty, West Virginia. It does what it says on the tin. They're the Hilltoppers.
They are a charter member of the D2 Mountain East Conference.
Okay. Up in the biggest sky, North Dakota heads to Montana. The Grizz finally playing their first FCS game this season. Kansas State will have played 4 games before Montana plays one FCS game. North Arizona at Southern Utah, our secret banger alert. This is the Grand Canyon Trophy game.
Hell right. Yeah.
Where we build a bridge.
No.
Sir.
But it is the Grand Canyon Trophy game. This will be a conference game again next year. It was previously, but they do have a trophy. It's the Grand Canyon Trophy game. I asked NAU how much it weighed, and NAU's account just responded back, light work.
Put that in the spreadsheet. That's an answer.
That is an
light
answer.
Work. Okay.
Then we have Utah Tech heading to Idaho, San Diego heading to Montana State, Northern Colorado going to South Dakota, Western Oregon at Cal Poly. Go ahead, Commish.
I want to see what Northern Colorado does after they probably should have beat Colorado State. And South Dakota, do they bounce back after they lost to Lamar? That's interesting to me.
That Northern Colorado game was the most. Oh, they just straight up got jobbed.
Absolutely, 100% got jobbed.
That ref tried to fuck on them.
The Greeley screw job.
It's a wrestling thing, Pitt Girl. Don't worry.
Okay. I will not be Googling that.
No.
Where's that referee?
It involved Bret Hart.
Oh, the fuck on them thing was Cody Rhodes.
I still will not be Googling that.
And then Eastern Washington is heading to Northern Iowa. In the SoCon, Elon at Western Carolina, Furman at Campbell, the Camels, Wofford at Mercer. In the Southland, Lamar heads to Texas Southern. Going to watch that one on SWAC TV. Langston at UTRGV. Longtime listeners of the program will remember Langston from our Prairie View A&M series. Langston came up very often. Langston,
HBCU in
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They're D2. And then Weber is headed to McNeese.
That's okay. Oh,
that's kind of a vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. It feels, this is not an exact corollary, but it feels a little bit like Arizona State at Mississippi State.
Kind of.
Yeah. Has a vibe.
Yeah.
In the Pioneer League, something called Erskine is going to Presbyterian.
Presbyterian really good this year.
The
scary good.
The Blue Hose can finally get a win in their own area code.
What is the Erskine mascot?
Erskine.
Probably the Bears.
It's like a pilot, right?
They're the what?
They're the Flying Fleet.
They're the Flying.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
the pilot, right? Yeah.
They're the Flying Fleet.
They're in Due West, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a show, but a Mountie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A very lost Mountie.
The drawing of the mascot is also very good. Hang on.
It's good.
I like the Flying Fleet. Like, that feels like it should be space somehow, even though flying is like planes.
Mm-hmm.
Scienta cum moribus conjuncta. Science will kill you with pink eye.
Still better than ETSU.
It low-key looks like the Rocketeer.
Yeah, it is giving Rocketeer.
Davidson's headed to Tennessee Tech, Marist at Wagner, Stetson's at UT Chattanooga, Malco at Western Illinois, and then Drake is headed to South Dakota State. Commish, you want to talk about Mississippi?
That's me.
Go for it.
Oh,
that was me. So Mississippi Valley State want to give a quick shout out to their women's soccer team because Sky Speed covered it. They, on game 3 of the season, had to forfeit the rest of the season because they ran out of players due to injury.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, on game 3 of the season, after getting blown out by a D2 team and then getting even more blown out by a conference opponent, they forfeited the rest of the season. However, I'm talking about the MTSU Shelob game for a reason. You would think, okay, the women's soccer team, they had to forfeit the season. That sucks. All the players are like in limbo now. All but one, Nina Schieks, a Dutch goalkeeper, is going to play for the football team as their backup kicker.
Yes!
So if you look on the Mississippi Valley State football roster, there's a bunch of like high school, and then it says Nina Schieks, previous team, Borussia Dortmund.
Hell yes.
God,
Yeah, sorry, it might be Borussia Mönchengladbach. I can't remember, but one of those teams. She's from the Netherlands. She showed up to MVSU to play tennis and women's soccer, went to a football game and thought, I could do that. And she walked onto the team and they said, yeah, you're good enough to be our backup kicker.
I'm buying a jersey. This is amazing.
Yeah, if she's got an NIL jersey thing, I'm definitely getting one.
We're about it. I'm extremely about it.
MVSU, very bad. Sorry. I was just going to say that. It's probably not going to be close. Selah's pretty good.
That is our week 3 summary. You will hear this on Thursday. We will see you for Thursday night on the timeline for the games, Friday and Saturday. May the brawl be with you. Enjoy the brawl, trip to the brawl. And we will see all of you on the other side.
I don't know that anyone's going to enjoy the brawl. That's why they call it that.
You're going to have fun. Aren't you having fucking fun?
Having so much fun.
Brawl be with you. Brawl be with you. Brawl be with you.
And also with you.
Also with you.
Yes, Mr. Gecko, you're a huge inspiration to us all. But who was your muse?
Oh, my dear old Nan. She imparted many wise words to me. She would say, never let the fame get to your head, always remember who you are, and let people get more than just savings with Geico's fast and friendly claim support. I lived up to her advice, and now anyone can file a claim anywhere and anytime. I miss her so much.
Did she go somewhere?
Yeah, extended quilting trip.
Ah. Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.